Really only right here. We'll put that here. Should be easy enough to do. Use that piece. If I can find a few others. Put that on a little noise. Don't worry, it's good for you. Use everything. 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 Gotta have levels over there by now, right? Yeah, I got a level over there. Sure, we'll be good there. We'll be good there. And at the top. So, we use our cutoffs. We'll scab these in. That way we get rid of the waste. And at the same time, we're actually getting something for it. Which in this case, of course, will be the opportunity to have a nailer. Substrate. High as we can. So now that'll tie in our corner so that we can put our material there and have something to nail to there and there. Same here. Boom. So on and so forth. All that's in. All that's in. Continue to here. You need to get in front of this window and kind of wrap it. So, let's figure that out. I think a 4-footer ought to do that. And we'll do that twice, maybe 3 times. Let's double check that tape. Put something here. 4 feet wouldn't do it. Technically it might. Let's see what 5 does. Does that put us above everything? Because we'll get an opening right there. If we're 5 and we're right here, we just cut that 10 in half. But if we go there, we're going to bump into that floor joist. So we need it at like what? 56? That'll be good. So let's just do 2 at 56. And that obviously will be more than an 8-footer. So we got the 1 10-footer left on this side. But I also got some scrap I could scab. I'll bring one of each. Just to make sure. Now again, none of this wood here that we're currently touching is sitting off of the concrete. So we don't have to have this pressure treated. Everything here is sitting on a seal of wood. Cut up that. So we do need that piece over there. If we do that, that'll function fine. And then we can scab off whatever we want to get proper on this side. I'm just trying to make the determination about, I only got 2 10-footers left. Don't want to misuse them and end up short on something that we don't have a choice on. So, I'm looking at my storage. All right. That up there that we got to figure out. And up there needs to be notched out 1.5 inches. It needs to come down slightly. Not a lot. Some. Oh. Let's do it. I am going to completely guess eyeball that notch. So I'm not saying that because I think it's going to be impressive. I'm telling you that so you don't try to do it this way. Embarrass yourself in front of your YouTube friends. Don't do it. We'll never let you live it down. You'll be laughing stock of your community. All right. It's perfect right there. For what I need, anyway. Pull this back out of the way. This is going to be, bathrooms are really hard to get. What up, Fetty? Bathrooms are really hard to get a good angle in because they're so small. So I apologize. It's going to look a little tight in here. Betty, I saw you had a question. Would you mind asking it public, like in the chat? And good morning. We up in here. And then I'm going to go ahead and just smack that board up. Oh yeah, I definitely fit in the small spaces. I definitely. So. This coffee is so good. Perfect. Come on. Hoses are annoying. I will give the cordless pneumatic guys that. They are not fast. Reload time is annoyingly long. Let's see. Spider webs everywhere. Drives me bananas. But no more little spiders. No more. Will you terrorize me? You give me an ugly angle. I apologize. I'm giving you my best angle. Let's see. We said 56, and we meant it. Like bathrooms and decks are like the opposite, right? If you're framing a deck, you got all the room in the world. It's wide open space. It's lovely. But a deck, bathroom, everything barely fits in the bathroom. So none of it feels like it's supposed to be there. Balls right there. Let's see. What do I need next for that other side? I need one more short run. I need some 2-bars. I can go ahead and put that in there now. Actually, see what the chat says. One of my bigger questions was how do you plan a custom shower and what kind should you use for it? A tile? Can you use any as long as they are sealed? I have no idea, but my wife wants a bigger shower, so it's my future one day. Now, here's the answer that may surprise you, Fetty. The tiles got zero to do with the waterproofing. You do the waterproofing and then you put the tile on, and any tile that you put on after the waterproofing will absolutely work. Yeah, the big deal on that is the waterproofing. Tile is one thing. Um, Setting tile is relatively easy. Cutting tile is relatively simple. The geometry and the patience and the tools. You can exchange tooling for time. You can take more time and not buy the expensive um, tools that make it easy. Or you can buy expensive tools that make it easy and spend less time overall. I'll say a custom shower is an ambitious DIY, but depending on your level of experience. Um, Here, I will be doing one of the simplest systems. This is a very easy, I won't say super easy, but it's pretty easy if you just follow the proper criteria. Then you can definitely be successful with the Curdy products. I love them. They do really well. I swear by them. So I will be using one of those systems here, and I'll put you onto it, show you exactly how to do it. Because that's what big brothers are for. Uncle Wes is in the lot. Okay, so got that wood for that already. Got that wood for that already. I can cut that right off because I'm sick of that wood flopping down on my goofy head. So let's just go ahead and cut it. Then we'll come back and manage that plumbing. You know the name. That sounds like water hitting the floor. Mm. It wasn't. Pop this out of here. Put it in home. Now, what I'm going to do, cut this board. Ugh. See how everything's way in the bathroom? I'm going to go ahead and cut this so it doesn't keep falling on my head. Now, when planning a shower, if you're thinking about doing it in a space that already has a shower or a tub, a couple things you want to think about is obviously where you want the shower valve to be, where you want the shower heads to be, and where you want the drain to be. Because the less like centrally located is ideal, but it's not necessary. You can save some money if you don't mind your shower floor slightly tapering to where the tub drain is. But most people prefer to put it to the center of the shower because you have to pitch everything down to it, and it's less obvious when it's in the middle. Let's try this 2x4. Whoa! Now I've already got a registration line down here on my floor. It's where I want this to be. Show that I don't miss a line. Because this is not dead perfect with that, but that is. So, my line, I mean. And then essentially, I'm going to have to toenail these in because we ain't got much choice. Oh, we out of nails. Load up, fellas. Oops, dropped my mic. Put them back. Okay, so we got a nailer there, we got a nailer there. Those two are going to connect our walls, this to this. We may put some cross braces across there just to verify it and hold it a little tighter, a little straighter. But for the most part, this is where we are. We can sheetrock all of this mainly. We got to pull this off. And at that point, we should be able to just drop our rock right in, fasten to these, and just go up. We can cover all that other stuff up as we get to it. Problem is, this is built like two separate walls, like this, and then there's this, because they had to go around this pipe, and this pipe is the same thickness as the wall. Sorry, I'm talking to you too low. But this pipe is the same thickness as the wall, so they built it like, here's a wall, here's a wall. Put panels in between. But we're done with that now. We're gonna knock this out. And then we're gonna have to pull the paneling out so we can put our drywall up, so on and so forth. But for now, it means our plumbing's available, fine. We need to get this gone so that we can get the rest of our nailers up for our drywall and know that we're done with that part of it. Let me get a demo hammer and knock these things off the wall. Now they sort of use these two to hold all of this level and together, but we're going to get rid of it. We'll do that with the drywall. We have drywall on both sides. We'll connect if we need to somewhere else. If the spider bites, hope they don't kill me. Betty, I will keep your question in mind as we progress through this thing, just so that I can make sure that you got as much information as you can. Put in the shower, generally you have to demo one. If you got a demo one and it's like a sort of a plasticky material, congratulations, it'll be pretty easy. If you've got really old tile, pink or blue or green or olive, sometimes white, you probably got a couple inches of concrete behind there, and that tile is probably holding on to it. You probably got lathes behind there and everything else. That is if you've got 60 plus year old bathroom. You'll probably run into those scenarios. But you may not. If you got a relatively modern bathroom, the demo shouldn't be too bad. And when I say modern, I mean within the last 20, 30 years, maybe. Now, one other thing that's going to happen here in this particular space is I have to still put the ceiling up. I'm not going to use the floor joist as the ceiling here. I am going to build a separate independent system that will help with soundproofing and a couple other things. But I got to make sure that this is 8 feet tall because I want 8-foot ceilings. I don't know if that's 8 feet tall or not. So let's put the tape on it. And she. That's 8 foot right there at that knuckle. So currently, no, I don't have it. And I got this weird connection right here. Oh, that's an outlet that's going there. I can kill that outlet a little later, but now that I see it, I know it's available. That's fine. So if I put a leg here and a leg here, catch that stud right there, I should be able to have a nailer up my full 8 inches. Or I could put one here and then run a ledger across the whole way. That could work too. Let's see what size piece I'll need for that. Probably 2 feet. I got my tape stuck. You rapscallion, you. Oh, that makes sense. I've seen that press side grid. Appreciation. No problem. Yeah, for sure. So let's go get us a couple pieces that we can cut down to what we need. Because we're almost good on our wall framing. We put these couple pieces up, we'll be ready for our ceiling framing. As soon as we do that, we are on the way, son done. Well, while I'm on the shop side, while I got this stuff right here in front of me, I might go ahead and cut me a 2-footer off of this piece. One or two of them. 2 foot more or less. More so, a rip your torso. The fast life come through in the pour slow like water. So I'ma go blow for blow, toe to toe like whoa. Alright, so that's gonna come in handy somewhere. It's probably gonna go over our window, sort of like a false header, but just really a nailer. So if we put some over there like that. That's so tight, it's crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and knock it in there. Oh, but it ain't gonna work because it's gonna need to be notched. I forgot. The daggone notch job we're talking about here. Notch job. Yeah, Slim, he's gonna have to notch it out. How the heck's he gonna do that? Well, he's gonna put it in place, shift it over, and where else it needs to be notched, that's where he's gonna do it. Goddamn genius, Slim. Goddamn genius. So it would seem like we were just to go from here and like just fasten it in. That's like a nailer. We could put a wedge behind it, fasten that in. That'd be sort of like a nailer as well. Let me get my level. That ain't right. He's got to come this way. He's got to come this way. Shit. I might need to hang this piece of drywall just to get this thing straight. But then I can completely ignore that for the ceiling. I really can. I can run my joist that way and not have to deal with that at all. That may be the way, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what this scrap does, if that's enough to give us the edge here. I'd say yeah. Ended up using a scrap. That is the way this thing goes. And not predicted. Just have to be prepared. Plain and simple. Well, easy enough. Tuck it and pluck it. That's a corner. That's a corner. That's a sheet. That's a sheet. It's all downhill from here like Jack and Jill Wade. Dang it. Cords on a job site. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, man. Kind of outfit you're running here. People everywhere. Yes, Jess, I'm back at it again. I am back at it like a craftmatic and a crack addict with a bad habit. Good right there. Pretty good right there. Yeah. And that is where you shall reside from henceforth and forevermore. Get another one up over the top there. Or do we need it? We are going to run our ceiling this way, short way. That way we'll have the most strength. We're going to run a ledger board across there. And then we'll run our ceiling off of that. Let's find our 8-foot point. and then we'll make that mark. Here's my pencil. The tape's on the ground. I'm gonna take this axe out of here before I hatchet out of here before I freaking lose it. I was looking for the sheath to it. Hope I haven't bagged it up with the trash. Ah, this coffee's so good. If I wasn't already married, nah. Okay, so we got the basics of what we need for walls up. We do have to put it on a nailer for this side, on the left side of the door in the corner, but we do have corners everywhere else. So let's do that. No point in that. And what I mean is we have to have a nailer right here for this corner. Where the hood, where the hood, where the hood at? Say the second top where the wood at. Now, all in all, we got about $250 in lumber. That's also includes the ceiling stuff. So there we go. That'll be our corner right there. Pistola, por favor. Gracias. Qué bueno, primo. Mucho gusto. Qué profesional. Sí. I went to get a tape measure. I don't know that I came back with it. Came back with some coffee. Ain't nobody put on no wall with no coffee. So I've arrived back in the place where I last remembered having a tape measure, and I still have not found it. Confusion begins to set in. Our contractor looks to be in distress, frantically scans the room, looking nervous, cautious, knowing that the ever-watchful eye of his followers, so called followers, gazing upon him, waiting for his first mistake, so that they can laugh and call him the fool. It It is a rough life of him, the contractor. Are they right? Who called him a stoner? Incapable. Continued focus. Yes. They were right to banish him. Right to mock him. Right to clown him for his after-school shenanigans. But what? The system emerges. He knows where he placed it. Redeems himself. Turns to the scene of the incident. Rectified, justified, and de-vilified. Champion of the people. Now I need to get to 8 foot. Send me a doggone ledger across there. All right, let's do it then. Don't need a saw on the bench for that. Don't need this reciprocating tool. The spider on the floor looks dangerous. I might have to dispose of him later. Yes. Yes, beloved spider. You will meet your fate's end. All right, that's our mark. We've got to get it to continue. There. We also need a length of 2x. I hope 8 foot will do it. That's what we got. Looks like 92 3/4 will do it. Right on. Let's write that down. 92 3/4. In case we forget for some unknown reason, in case our memory is compromised some way. We might as well do 2 of them at that measurement. There's no point in not. You got to get both sides of the room. Hopefully our room is square. If it ain't, we'll make the adjustment with the skill saw. Let's see. I'm at the skill saw. I'm at the chop saw. Now imagine me making a mark on 92 3/4, and I'm making it real smooth, you know, real clean, slick like. So the lighting is perfect, right? Sun is glistening through the window. Yet at the same time, you can hear delicate rain on the window pane of the shop. A solemn reminder of a man in his garage fighting the odds for a better life. Subscribers and members. He braces himself. He cuts. Success. braces himself once again. Has there been success twofold? Back to back? Like the great Michael Jordan? Shall there be a three-peat perfect cuts? Perhaps. Perhaps, he said to himself, bewildered and wondering what his chat was thinking, saying, typing to themselves, to each other, to him, and his unsuspecting thoughts. His foolish anticipation, his ever-willing love and need to make them happy. Why has he tortured himself with such a task? Is children not enough? Is life not enough responsibility? Crying out loud. That he should choose a grouping of strangers based solely on the principle that they enjoy woodworking. I would say such a thing is quite unusual. Probably not welcome amongst proper company. Yet the perseverance is quite impressive. Admirable even. He carries on day after day, losing his tool after tool, traveling back and forth, one section of the shop to another, bewildered in one moment, utter satisfaction in the next. Champion. In the words of the Big Daddy Kane, a smooth operator indeed. A man operating in smoothness. Smoothness operating in him. All right. Okay. We got one mark over there. We're gonna old school and put the bubble in the middle, and we're gonna make that mark over here. And then we're gonna fasten our ledger right there. Now we can do two things. You can do it right there, call it 8 feet and go straight across. We put that at the bottom and put every one of our toolbars on it and not under it. I think that's what I'm going to do. Structurally, it is what sounds. All right. So what we need now is our pistol. And we'll need that loaded up. A couple of nails jump under that. I hope it don't fall on our heads. That would suck so hard. We're going to check it. On our square, on our level, dead on, because Because where else would it be? You see who holding this thing? You see who got it? Ugh. Sometimes we gotta do a little reaching. I just didn't want you to see me take that spill, you know? All right. We'll do the exact same thing the other side of the room. And then we'll have groundwork for our ceiling. Ugh. Get out. Get out right now. Come on. Yeah, in the way. You're going to make me crash this chopper. You gotta make me crash this chopper. Okay, let's see. Now I've just gotta go across that the same way, the same piece, get the stuff out of the way. Oh, no pencil. Let's go up with that. Take what we need with us. Don't know where it's at. Can't find it. Second pencil I've eaten today. I've only been doing this for an hour and a half. Eating up my pencil and losing stuff. Just use it to hang this ledger. What could I have done with it so fast? Oh, it's in my back pocket. What a dope, I'm so dumb. I will make an A-foot reference. Mark upon my wall. And go get some. This is probably the most tolerant chat in the history of the earth. Tolerate shenanigans to this degree, of this caliber. That is a significant bow. Why does it do that? And why is it just that one? Oh, it's because of the drywall. I can live with a 1/4 inch. I can live with a 1/4 inch. Can adjust that and then set. Still need my doggone level. I'm doing dumb. Don't curse today, Wes. Don't curse out the internet. He doesn't deserve it. The internet is good. He cares about you. Just needs attention. That's it. We all need attention. Nothing wrong with the internet. Needing some attention. Sometimes misbehave a little bit. Oh, I'm getting ready to knock my coffee cup off the bench. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm going to do something different than that. Oh, no. You're telling me that pipe ain't gonna let me be great. Oh, man. Ugh. Let's call it 76 and 1/2. What will we call the next? $76 and 5/8. Let's do that twice. What's up, Skeletor? Rest boards go always opposite direction of the joist. Now, it can go that way, but this is nothing structural at all. This is basically a floating ceiling. See, I've already got my floor joist up there. So all of this is patch. So there's no necessary way to do that because we've got walls going everywhere. So even if I were doing this according to what was already there, that's what I'm doing. We'll be attaching to that ledger and running across that way. So this is a short way, so it's just going to be stronger that way. That's the only reason I'm doing it. But if you're interested in my reasons, that's it. Got that up there. What did I say? 76 and 5/8. I have to take the measure with me. I think I'm gonna run out of wood. I might have to use that pressure treated. I don't think I want to do that. Ugh. Okay. Pencil and I don't know. Kind of hard to hold an audience doing stuff like this. Guys seem to want a stationary sort of view, you know. So put that there. Let's see. this. Go up. We cut this just a hair longer than what we needed because we only have 2 hands. This way, you can get it wedged tight on that side. And leaving this one floating allows it to kind of springboard the pressure. So I'm good here. Can fasten that in. Here, fasten to that. Here, the corner. And toenail this. Out of nails. Wow. I didn't know that happened. Anyway, we got that up. There we are. First ceiling joist. And then we will put one over there on that side. Or not. Let's see, we're going to do 16 on center just because that's the right thing to do. I don't have, yeah, I got to tape it here. 16 on center. Also, we'll make sure that we hit a drywall in places that we can handle. We make a reference line and we make an X on the part that the stud's are going to go, or the joist is going to go. And we'll basically keep with that best we can. Let's see how tight we are here. We might be able to fit right up there and get good. We may have to go wedge, or we may have to cut another piece. Based on what I got here now, looks like we might be all right. But if we're going to do it, we're going to probably need to go ahead and measure that side so that we can know how far we are from that 16. Because if we're 1/4 inch too big, that's fine. We can wedge it. We're 1/2 inch too big, that's not fine. We're going to mess something up. So, pull our measurement for our 16 over here. The opposite side, same way as we just did. All right. Okay there. So over here on tight, I can nail it. Put this one where I want it. All right. That's that. That was 76 5/8. I think that's going to be a good number to continue with. This does not look exactly the same though. Let me double check that measurement. It's not passing the eyeball test. It very rarely is going to pass the tape measure. What I got though, I guess just my floor joists ahead are crooked in relationship to this bathroom anyway. That's what we did wrong. The mistake is over here. I'm on the wrong side of the joist on this side. Glad we caught it. Good correction. We'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Seven, 6, and 38. I'm gonna have to use some of these pressure treated joints. I cannot, I will not. What I'll do is get some more 2x. We only need, I think, 3, maybe 4 more. And that'll be it. Yeah, we got 2 in there. We need 3 more. And then we'll have our full ceiling. We'll have our full walls. And we can get started on our plumbing and getting our shower booth figured out. All right. All right, I'm with it. So in that event, I think I'm gonna just call it for a second. I don't even know where the phone is, for crying out. Oh, don't need it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it for a second. What we've got is our 2 ceiling joists started. We're just going to continue that with 5 more pieces going across there. We only have 2 pieces. So I'm going to go get 3 more. I don't think I accounted for the ledger or for around that window. I was going to go with pressure treated over there, but I don't need it there. So I don't want to put cricket boards in if I don't need to. Yeah. So we're pretty close to having a framed up bathroom. And then we'll cut this little space out of the doorway. And then once we start putting up some drywall just to have it started, we begin to see what we really have. But we do need to put our plumbing. We're going to tap into those pipes up there and bring it down and put our shower in this wall cavity here, the valve. So you come in, you turn it on. I'm going to have a shower head over here. I'm going to have a shower head, rain head over here. And yeah, that should be good. But we need a ceiling first. So I'm going to do that, take a little break. I'll be back in about maybe an hour, hour and a half. And I appreciate those of you who did hang out, who did check in, who did say what's up. I appreciate you. Sorry I haven't been able to be too active with the chat, but that's sort of the nature of climbing ladders and swinging hammers. Not as an observer-friendly event as it seems to be on television. So I'll see you in a bit. West does it. Peace.